After 2 videos on talking about different SpongeBob characters, I think it is logical that I got to Squidward eventually. Based on the previous couple videos, you are probably expecting some really harsh accusations on the character, but surprisingly, this video will not be like that, which to some people will sound like an unheard of miracle, but trust me, that doesn't mean I'm not going to be harsh. Now, in case you haven't seen the previous videos, which I recommend you should, I have been a SpongeBob fan for longer than a lot of you have been breathing on this earth, but have left the show behind a couple years ago and came back to its newest form in the SpongeBob movie titled Saving Bikini Bottom, the Sandy Cheeks movie, and personally was really appalled and revolted on what I had seen. This led me to make videos discussing the downfall of the characters and what exactly went wrong to turn the comedy gold and peak of SpongeBob into a show that is barely recognizable compared to years ago. Of course, I've done SpongeBob and 2 weeks ago, Patrick, but now it's time for the character that over time we all start to relate to more. Also known as Squidward Tentacles. Squidward back in the day was used as a character that was very self-obsessed and selfish, yet still had a side that was able to learn to care for others, kind of in a way that the Grinch kind of showed it, I guess, of how angry people have a soft spot. What is so cool about Squidward is that in the olden days, he was something that was funny, and in some ways, as we grow up, turns into a character that we can understand why he seems so miserable. But as of lately, he's been turned into a character with no emotion, no redeeming qualities, and is only used as a toy for SpongeBob and everyone else to harass and cause harm to. So in this video, I want to talk about how Squidward from SpongeBob SquarePants shows us how to break a character. Just want to remind you the subscribe, like, and comment button are always available to show your support, and if we get to 500 likes, I will make a Mr. Krabs video. Thanks. Now, during the past couple videos, I've been starting at the very beginning, but let's switch things up a bit. I want to move 1 season past season 1 with episode 8, season 2, Christmas Who. That also rhymed. I think you should like and subscribe for that. Now, personally, when I think of an episode that truly shows Squidward as a character, I love to think of Band Geeks, but to challenge myself on analyzing, I want to use Christmas Who because it genuinely shows what I'm trying to get at when it comes to old Squidward. Christmas Who shows us the town getting ready for their first Christmas since Sandy introduced it to them. But Squidward is able to look past all of this and in a mature way doubts the logic behind Christmas as a whole. So at the very end, when SpongeBob lets down the whole town when no one comes to give them presents, Squidward takes the moment to make sure everyone knows he is right and that all the other people in Bikini Bottom were wrong and stupid, which doesn't go over well since Squidward realizes that he just ruined the moment even more and rummed it in, making him feel like a big jerk. So Squidward reverses this by giving away everything in his house to make everyone else feel happy, even if that leaves him with nothing left. To break down the character more is that Squidward in some episodes during the earlier seasons was viewed to be a mature character that had a negative view on society, but at the end of the episodes learned something that can genuinely relate to older people's problems when it comes to staying happy. Squidward was always someone that the others could rely on to make jokes about, and has consistently stayed like that for a while, as long as Squidward was criticized for something that makes sense and serves as an actual joke.
This thunderhead's mouth!
Gee, Squidward, maybe Santa will bring me a dictionary so I can understand what you just said.
Oddly enough, Squidward is relatively absent during the first SpongeBob movie, so there isn't much to talk about other than him realizing that Plankton is wrong. Now, there is a problem I haven't brought up yet that's referred to as Squidward torture episodes that have always been something that existed since the first season, with something like literally the second episode titled Reef Blower. The issue at hand with this is these Squidward torture episodes became more and more common as the show went on, but we will get back into that in a second because the Sponge Out of Water movie is something I haven't talked about yet. Sponge Out of Water actually includes Squidward more as one of the main protagonists. After being neglected, it's good that he has been included because they actually take the joke of Squidward being bad at the clarinet and actually use it to the movie's advantage by making it his superpower. Now, blah blah blah, we get back to the real show and years go by and oh no, are we in for a bad time. Squidward, once again, for the third time I've said this about the characters in SpongeBob, has completely lost its original meaning. Instead of being a grouch who learns lessons at the end, I can probably describe him as the person that tries to act emo for no reason. Like, I'm not calling Squidward emo, but his character feels completely fake, and to the point I want to make, his character is broken. Broken in the sense that his original meaning was fractured and shifted around trying to recreate what was good about him in the early days. Kinda like the vase you broke in 3rd grade you tried to repair with tape and glue. What is so disappointing, and something I mentioned earlier, was how tortured Squidward is as a character. He is constantly the butt of the joke in recent episodes, even for no reason whatsoever, other than the fact that, oh look, he's depressed, haha. Wouldn't it be funny to hurt this sad man and make him feel even angrier at the world? I just don't get the thought process behind any of this unnecessary hatred to this broken and sad squid. Overall, the entire point of torturing Squidward is highly stupid, because the whole joke is slapstick, which, sure, is funny occasionally and when it's done right, but slapstick for the sake of being slapstick is just like edge for the sake of being edgy. It's stupid. All in all, Squidward is a character that honestly doesn't need much tweaking to be back to his full glory in the original series, and it's sad to see him so neglected as a character and only put in for the sake of being there and being a main character in the show, like how during Sponge on the Run and Saving Bikini Bottom did him. It's horrifying how different modern SpongeBob is compared to older SpongeBob, and honestly, I would hope it would go back, but we know that in 20 years from now, people defending modern SpongeBob now will be mad when SpongeBob gets worse and ruins more of what made it anything other than good. I just want to add that I am not forcing my opinion on you, but am taking the logical beliefs on character writing and debunking Squidward for a character and how far we have come. It's up to you if you think his changes are for the good or for the bad. Also, by the way, go watch Peacemaker. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Comment anything you want. If you think someone you know would like this video, then share it with them as well. Thank you everybody for watching. I'm Enchanted. Bye.